Well, hello there. I just wanted to go over a little bit about how you renew your registration, because I had my Rusi for about a year and I need to renew the registration. Now when I bought it, I bought insurance, and my insurance was about 2,500 pesos. So I went to Rusi and I said, well, I need to renew my registration. And so they said, well, did you renew your insurance? I said, well, yeah, I need to renew the insurance too. So, well, the insurance is about 2,300 pesos because the value of my bike went down a little bit because it's a year old. So I paid for my insurance, and they gave me a list of what I needed to do to renew the registration. So, and this was January, and they said, well, what you need to do is you need to get a smoke test. Now that's what we would call in California a smog test. They said you need to get a smoke test, and you need to get and bring the copies of your current registration and a copy of your insurance back to Rusi. Now, so I went to, it was like January 4th, something like that, and I went to, there's 4 smoke test places in Dumaguete, and I went to one, and it was about 10:30 in the morning, and there was a lot of people there, and I said, well, how long will it take? And he said, well, it's going to take 2 hours is the wait. I said, okay. So I drove over to the other one, and I said, one in Daro, and the guy there said, well, it's going to be a 4-hour wait. Okay. So I drove to a third one, and it didn't look much better. So I decided to go to the first one and get there right at 8:30. So I got there at 20 after, and within, I'd say, 20 to 40 minutes, I was done. They did the smoke test, and I got a certificate, said passed, and they charged me 300 pesos. And also, in order to get your registration renewed, you need what's called a stencil. Now, what in the world is a stencil? Well, they want you to put like a piece of paper over your VIN number and rub it with a pencil, and then put a piece of paper on your engine number and rub it. So you'll have a stencil. But I didn't have to do that because the guys at the smoke test, they do it. They do the stencil, and they take a picture of your motorcycle, and it's recorded, and you get a picture on your smoke test passed certificate. Okay, so I got my smoke test, I got my stencil, I got the copies of my registration and my insurance. Now, there's something interesting about this, because, like, say for instance, if you're in California, in the United States, and you go to their version of LTO, which we call the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and you say, I want to register my vehicle. Well, you just give them your information and whatever, and they don't care about insurance. Now, it is actually a law, you're supposed to have insurance, but they're not going to, at the DMV, they don't get involved in all that. If you get pulled over by the police, he or she is going to say, could I have a copy of your registration and your insurance card? So it is a law, but the DMV doesn't get involved with it. Now, it's different in the Philippines. Now, in the Philippines, in order to register your vehicle, as far as I know, the LTO will want to see a copy of your insurance. Okay, so I paid 300 pesos for smoke test, and another $2,300 for insurance. Now that's full coverage insurance. If you want just the basic insurance, it's probably less money. So, okay, so I go to Rusi and I say, okay, well, I want to, I've got my information here, I need to file this. And now they will contact the LTO and they will file it to the LTO, so you don't have to go there. And I don't know about the other dealers. So, okay, now, sir, that'll be 1,200 pesos. Okay, so the title, registration, paperwork is another 1,200 pesos. So 1,200 pesos, 300 pesos, and 2,300 pesos. So what is that? 5,600 pesos altogether to register for a year. Okay, I turned it all in and went to Rusi and picked up my new registration, and there I was, good to go. And that's it, just a little bit of information on how to register your vehicle. That's it.